What's happening, y'all? We got another Monday, another sweet, beautiful week ahead of us. And I want to talk about self-deception, or maybe more commonly known as living authentically. I was having a conversation with a good friend and we were talking about honesty. And in most of the times when I'm in conversations about being honest and open, it's really focused on being honest and open to other people. But in this conversation, we're talking about being honest with ourselves and what happens and what the implications are of failing to be honest with yourself. In the moment of the discussion, I began reflecting. I was like, man, when was the last time that I was dishonest with myself? And before we get there, give me a like, baby. Hit that like button. When these messages make you feel some kind of way, share it with a loved one, share it with your friend, please. We want to share the smiles and we want to share the thinking. Back to the reflection. I was thinking, and this wasn't too long ago, this was about a year and a half ago. There was a big effort made at the company I used to work for around inclusion and people feeling welcome to show up and be their full authentic self. A leader asked me, like, Jess, you typically show up as your full self. What are some of the problems? What are some of the barriers that people have to being that way? And how could you help bridge that gap? And it was interesting because I was not showing up as my full self. And I explained this to him and he's like, what? There's no way. What do you mean? And I said, well, here's the deal, man. I like Stacey Adams. I like wearing a white muscle shirt, also known as wife beaters. Like that's a thing for me. And it's something that takes me back to my uncles, to my dad and my uncles, like their generation, man. Stacey Adams were the thing. Tres flores in the hair, the wife beater, the guayabera, a nice shirt, some shined up, polished Stacey Adams. That was the thing. I own a few pairs of Stacey Adams and I always want to sport them, but wearing them to the office was just something I wouldn't do because I felt like it would not be accepted. And often people would look at my shoes and say, man, those are a little fancy, like chill out, bro. You're just at the office. And so since then, I wear my Stacey Adams. I wear my cutoff undershirts and I wear my guayaberas now. It's been liberating. I get a lot of positive feedback about the shoes and the shirts. And so the thought for you is, what is that one little thing that your culture, your people in your neighborhood, your family typically do that just takes you back and makes you feel 100% who it is you're supposed to be, that you hide from the rest of the world? And I want to join you in getting a little bit uncomfortable and showing up as your authentic self. Be cool, and we'll talk at you next time. Peace!